Good evening and welcome to the Wagga Civic Theatre 2023 season launch. Can you believe it, 2023? For those I haven't had the pleasure to meet, I'm Janice Summerhayes, Director of Community here with Wagga City Council, and it's an honour to be your MC for this evening. To begin, first of all, it is with great pleasure that I introduce and welcome Auntie Cheryl Penrith to come forward and provide the welcome to country. Thank you, Auntie Cheryl.
Yuridu Marang, Nadu, Cheryl Penrith, Wiradjuri Yina, Gawai Mbana. G'day everybody, my name's Cheryl Penrith. I'm a Wiradjuri woman. Welcome to Wiradjuri country. Where we are today on the Wurundjeri Lagoon is a significant place for Wiradjuri people, a place of dance, a place of celebration, a place of ceremony. Uncle Stan Grant tells us that the true Wiradjuri meaning of Wagga Wagga is a place of big celebration and dance. And I think every time we come into the Civic Theatre, it's a real celebration. In the last, it seems like yesterday that I was here for the launch of the last season, but I think in the last 12 months I've been to the theatre more than I've ever been before, and it's been really fantastic to see people come back out, and the arts scene in Wagga is really thriving. I'd like to acknowledge elders past and present, and I'd like to pay my respects to other First Nations people here. For Wiradjuri people, a really important concept is Yinshamara, which is respect. So respect for yourself, respect for other people, and respect for country. So it's really fantastic to be here tonight. Gawai Mbana, welcome to Wiradjuri country. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Cheryl, for that very warm welcome. I would also like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Wiradjuri people, and offer my respect to elders past, present, and extend that welcome to other community members here this evening. I'd also like to extend a special welcome to all of those that are watching via live stream and who are joining all of you here in the auditorium. So thank you for giving up your time and being part of this special launch this evening. It now gives me great pleasure to call upon our Mayor, Councillor Dallas Tout, to provide the civic welcome. Thank you, Mayor.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Auntie Cheryl, for your beautiful welcome to country. I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Wiradjuri people, and pay respects to elders past, present, and emerging, and extend that respect to all First Nations peoples in Wagga Wagga. We recognise and respect their cultural heritage, beliefs, and continuing connection with the land and the rivers. We also recognise the resilience, strength, and pride of the Wiradjuri and First Nations communities. On behalf of the City of Wagga Wagga, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all here to celebrate the launch of the 2023 Civic Theatre season. This time last year, Civic Theatre was still operating with limited capacity after 2 years of cancellations, postponements and closures. This year, in 2022, the theatre has presented over 251 performances and events, presented over 20 workshops and sold just over 60,000 tickets. That makes 2022 the biggest year for the Civic Theatre on record by a long way. The Civic Theatre continues to be an integral cultural facility, showcasing community-led performances, but also hosting national and state touring shows for all ages to experience. The Civic Theatre staff have worked tirelessly to ensure our workshops and performances are inclusive and accessible, ranging from technically assisted relaying of performances for audio-impaired patrons through to developmental performance productions with young people from diverse backgrounds. Not sure if you're aware, but the Wagga Civic Theatre opened on the 29th of June 1963, and next year will mark the 60th anniversary. So I encourage you all to particularly take part in all of the celebrations by attending one of the many anniversary events being held in June next year. You will hear more about those from the staff shortly. So again, thank you for your attendance here tonight for the launch, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy all of the things that will be offered in 2023 for the season to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And something that I know that everyone's about to enjoy is a little bit more detail and sharing on our 2023 season. Our Civic Theatre Manager, Carissa Campbell, will now come and share with all of you after what has been, as the Mayor indicated, a very extraordinary year with sold-out shows and a diversity that's met everyone's needs. So please welcome Carissa Campbell.
It's a lot of shows, isn't it? That's why I'm so tired looking. And thank you, and welcome to 2023. I'd like to start the season and tell you about our Silver Circle shows for next year. These are our daytime shows that come with a free morning tea. Our first act of the year is Keith Podger. Songs that'll make you smile, stories that will make you laugh. Keith, of course, is a founding member of The Seekers. His program's going to have songs from The Seekers, some of his favourite songs from over the years, and a beautiful tribute to his friend Judith Durham. Next is our 60th anniversary sing-along. This will be the day before the actual 60th birthday. Join some of our talented local performers as they look back at 60 years of performance on this stage and relive some of the hits. The show will include morning tea, which, spoilers, will have birthday cake, and you will be required to sing along. Our third show is From Stage to Screen. I'm delighted to welcome back to the theatre Jonathan Welsh, award-winning singer and conductor of the legendary Choir of Hard Knocks, who will pay homage to the best love songs from stage to screen. Now, I could tell you about the show, but we're going to do one better, so I'd like to invite onto the stage Peter J. Casey and Jonathan Welsh.
This is the moment, this is the day, when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment, this is the time, when the momentum at the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming, come on. This is the day. See it sparkle and shine when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, but now the time has come to prove to them I've made it on my own. This is the moment, I final test. Destiny beckoned, I never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. Moment for moment, this is the moment of them all. forever. I'll sit forever with thy gods. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this is the moment, the greatest moment of them
Oh, wow, that's a hard act to follow. Let's get back into 2023. Next year, of course, we're going to welcome back Music at Midday, 4 dates next year, and the Wagga Comedy Festival return on the June long weekend. So 2023. Each season is a reflection of the last 2 years in the performing arts, and as you'd expect, it's been a really challenging time these last 2 years. So every show you're going to see tonight is remarkable because it exists and it's managing to tour. Every show has a story. This year, we're doing something a little bit different. We're combining the main season with the children's season, which means that you can subscribe to any shows that you see all together. You could come to 1 show for the family and 3 for yourself, or any combination. We kick off the season this year with the Wharf Review, Looking for Albanese. It's been so popular, they're back for 2 performances next year. Inflation, rising interest rates, conflict in Ukraine, climate disaster, COVID-19 2021 and 23. Could things get any worse?
Hi everyone, we're the Greens. I'm Adam Bant.
I'm Max Chandler Mather.
I'm Stephen Bates.
And I'm Elizabeth Watson Brown.
Don't worry, no one else has heard of them either.
And this year, we're going to be in the Wharf Review.
And we're coming to play with you.
Get your tickets fast for Looking for Albanese.
Because they're going faster than a hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. See you later at a theater. Theater, theater, theater. Me, you.
Our next show is the return of Circa with On.
Hi, my name's Rhiannon and I'm a Circa ensemble acrobat, and we are so excited to bring our show On by Circa to Wagga Wagga in 2023. We're here in the room getting ready for our show and connecting. On by Circa is a fierce collaboration of human connection, and it has an amazing lighting and music score, and we are so excited to bring it to Wagga Civic Theatre next year. See you soon.
If you've never seen Circa, they're incredible. So we're overrun with circus next year, and if you've got school-age kids, this is the perfect show for you and them. It's 360 All-Stars.
To the back, take it on the track,
Like that.
They are here for a Friday night, a Saturday night, and a Saturday matinee, perfect for families. Our first play of the year is Prima Facie by Griffin Theatre Company. Sheridan Harbridge stars as Tessa, a criminal lawyer at the top of her game, and she loves to win, even when she defends her clients accused of sexual assault, until Tessa finds herself on the other side of the table. This production has been seen, it started on the Griffin stage in 2019. It has now been seen on the West End this year with Jodie Comer from Killing Eve in the title role. It's sold out on the West End and it's actually going to Broadway in April next year, which is an extraordinary, if you've been to the stables, that is an extraordinary journey. We have the original Australian production here. And this particular show, this exact play, will also be included in the Melbourne Theatre Company season this year as well. We've actually started a partnership this year with Griffin Theatre Company, and that is to support our local emerging playwrights. So we started this year with the Regional Ambassadors Program, where Griffin came down and spent 6 weeks working with our playwrights, and we did a reading at the end of it. We're now extending that relationship into next year, where we'll be working with around 10 emerging playwrights to write a fully formed work for the stage. Griffin's investing in Wagga, which is really exciting, now that they've met all the really talented young people here. And this, we hope, will be an ongoing collaboration and the only one of its kind in Australia. Yeah. Thank you. Our first kids show for this year is Roald Dahl's The Twits. Now, it's adapted for the stage by Shake and Stir, and if you saw Jane Eyre this year, or Animal Farm or Dracula, you know the kind of show these guys bring. Roald Dahl's gruesome twosome The Twits arrive on stage to delight and disgust in equal measure. So we have 2 performances on the Friday, school performances, but you can come to those if you like. And then on the Saturday, we've got a 10 a.m. and a 6 p.m. for families. You don't need to bring a kid to Roald Dahl, that's for everybody. Our next show is perfect for ages 3 to 10. It's Are We There Yet? Alison Lester's much-loved picture book, Are We There Yet?, comes to life on stage. Join 8-year-old Grace and her family on an adventurous and often funny expedition across the country, visiting iconic Australian landmarks along the way. This next show has been in the making for many years. It's Redline's new production, Just, Tricking, Annoying, Stupid, Crazy, Disgusting, Shocking and Doomed, live on stage. It's adapted from the Just book series by Andy Griffiths and Terry Denton. It's actually the first time these books have ever been on stage. Every year, Andy's school holds a short story competition, and every year Andy writes an awesome, amazing, captivating and terrifying story. But every year he's robbed of winning, because some kid writes a dumb story about kittens and sunshine. This year it's going to be different. There'll be a 6 p.m. performance for that one as well. Our dance work this year is from a company that's never performed in Wagga before. They are Karul Projects, Queensland's premier contemporary Indigenous dance company. And this new work is a mixture of traditional and contemporary dance, and it's called Silence.
Jingariwala. My name is Thomas E.S. Kelly. I'm a proud Minyabul Yugumbe, Wiradjuri and Nivanawati man, and I'm co-artistic director of Karul Projects, and I am choreographer, director, writer, and one of the performers inside of our work, Silence. Silence is a very powerful, important, truth-telling work that is talking about the relationship between First Nations Australia and the Commonwealth of Australia through the vehicle of what a treaty could be, through the relationships that we could have. And it's a conversation that has been happening since the first ships come. So really proud of this work. It's a really powerful, heartbeat driving, our 6 performance on stage, our live drummer, we're going to be pumping it out. So excited to be bringing it to Wagga Wagga in July 2023. I hope you come along. We're so excited to be a part of the program. Bugobe. Have a good one.
Thank you. This is a young company. I really encourage you to see this work. It's extraordinary. Our next show is Bell Shakespeare, and they are back with Twelfth Night, a fresh retelling of Shakespeare's romantic comedy, a dark collision of hidden identities and unrequited love. This production features all new music by Sarah Blasco as well. Wonderful. They'll also be in town. They'll have workshops, and the John Bell Scholarship Competition, where Wagga's had a lot of success in the past, will be part of the show. Next is something I'm very excited about. Australia's beloved musical treasure with a career spanning 5 decades is coming to Wagga. It's Marcia Hines, still shining. I have to tell you how this concert came about. When I put everything together, I thought, we need a glamorous night. We need a night we can dress up and that's really fun and we can sing along. And straight away, I thought of Marcia. So I rang her manager and said, I know Marcia doesn't tour, but would she consider doing something like this? And he said, actually, she's been thinking about doing a show about 50 years in the industry, which is next year for her. And I said, we're in, that's it. And he said, do you think anyone else would be interested? Now she's touring the entire country with this show, but he actually put our dates in first because we helped make it happen. So Marcia's really thrilled to come here. So you're going to be seeing ads all over the TV for it. Do we have our ad to play? Yes? Fantastic. A little taste of Marcia.
Marcia Hines is bringing her 50th anniversary concert tour to a venue near you. Still shining after 5 decades of her signature sparkle and disco diva delights. From Fire and Rain to Australian Idol, a Marcia concert is an intoxicating journey of memories, musicality and madness. Join Australia's beloved musical treasure and her musicians as they take you on a 2-hour journey of hits and happiness. Get your tickets now.
No. Wonderful. And 2 nights, a Friday and a Saturday night, so please dress up. Our next play is Unprecedented, a new play about the 2020 bushfires. I Don't Hold a Hose, Mate. Created by Hot House, our friends down in Albury. It's part verbatim, part history and part polemic. This is, if you ever saw a play called Embers by Campion Descent about the Black Saturday bushfires, this is part 2 of that play. He's spoken to people who went through the 2020 bushfires and created this amazing piece of Australian history. And while it is very moving, of course, and a very powerful story, it's also really funny to relive some of the crazy things that were said in Parliament, to see, you know, Nate from News Breakfast in the show, and all sorts of interesting things. It's a really extraordinary story that obviously has a lot of relevance for our community. Now, the last time this group was here was 7 years ago. It is the Australian Chamber Orchestra Collective with ecstatic dancers. Yeah. Can you believe it's been 7 years? That's shocked me anyway, 7 years. It's directed by Matthew Truscott, with works by Edwards, Purcell, Stravinsky, and new Australian composer Holly Harrison. It finishes with Bartok's Showstopper, his divertimento for string orchestra, and we've asked them if they can stay in town for an extra day, which they've agreed to do, and they'll be doing a free string workshop at the Riverina Conservatorium the next day. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, I know, exciting. Our final children's show is Possum Magic by Monkey Bar Theatre. Mem Fox's beloved picture book Possum Magic has enchanted children for decades. This live production uses live action, stage magic, soundscape, puppetry, and projected animation, and it is perfect for children 3 to 8. I watched it last time it was here a few years ago, or if you're 49, it was really entertaining. So. And now our last season show does exactly what it says on the tin. It's Tubular Bells for 2. Just to make you feel old, I turn 50 in a couple of weeks. Tubular Bells is about to turn 50 as well. So 1 album, 2 men, too many instruments. 2 blokes juggle over 20 instruments on stage and recreate the entire album beginning to end, just the 2 of them. This show has toured around the world. It's done the Edinburgh Festival, it's all been all through the US. And next year is its 50th anniversary tour because, well, it's the 50th anniversary of Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells. That is such a cool night. It is so much fun. Now, of course, on June 29th next year, the Civic Theatre turns 60, and we'd like you to be part of the celebrations. So your choices are, we're going to have an open day where you can come and have a look around, a gala night on the actual 29th. We'll be asking you to share your stories and your photos you might have over the years online. We're having a school art competition. And you heard about this Silver Circle sing-along. So to get you ready for this event, I couldn't pass up the opportunity of having the best vocal teacher in the country just in the building. So I'm going to welcome back to the stage Jonathan Welsh to get you warmed up. Thank you.
Thank you, Carissa. What a joy to be here with you for this very special occasion. Who was involved in the 2016 mass choral project that we did? One person. That's good because I have lots of new victims now sitting in front of me. Can we bring the house lights up, please? Oh, that's better. So I can see you all. Good, excellent. Willing victims sitting right in front of me. Excellent. Now, before you start singing, you've got to make sure that your posture is good. Ladies and gentlemen, you look like you're sitting at home watching the ABC News. Can you make sure that you just sit up? Just so we can breathe, yes? My friend Peter is going to give me his best B flat. Good. So every singer needs to start with their scales. Of course, we're going to sing la 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 la. Sing la 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 la. A shy retiring audience. Let's try that once more. With gutso, as Harry Seacombe used to say. With gutso. La 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 and la la la. That's much better. Now we're going to start the very first note with this phrase. One smart fellow, he felt smart. Say that for me. Two smart fellows, they felt smart. Okay, we'll try singing it this time. So it's one smart fellow, he felt smart. Two smart fellows, they... Three... And 4, 5. Oh, they've been eating here in Wagga. Keep going. And 6 fellows. And 7. 8. Woo. What's going on here in Wagga? What have you been eating for breakfast? I'm not really sure. We're all going to know this next song. Who likes nursery rhymes? Big yes, yes. Well, you're going to get to sing them whether you do or you don't. Some of the kids know them. So here's, what key are we in? Key C, I think. Excellent. 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. See how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife. He cut up their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a thing? Has it ever occurred to you that's probably the most violent nursery rhyme? That this woman's running after these little mice and cutting off their tails. It's like Silence of the Lambs. So the words are 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. See how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with the carving knife. Can you say that? They all ran after the She cut off their tails with the That's it. Did you ever see such a thing in your life? Good, let's try it again. And 3 blind mice. Excellent. Big voices now. See, that's better. See, they all ran after. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a thing in your life? Here's the next one. Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez, sonnez, sonnez les matines, sonnez les matines, din, dan, don, din. Good, I think this side over here, this is going to be my group 3. Put your hands up, everybody in this side here. This is group 2. This is group 1. Over here, hands up, group 1. Group 4. In front of me. So, let's try that's your song. Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, sonnez les matines. And again, you go 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. See how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such? Now, group, you're wondering what you're going to sing. You ready for it? Ready for it? Ran after the farmer's wife. She cut up their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a thing in your life? Yours, here's yours. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the the saints go marching in. Oh, how I long to be in that number. Oh, when the saints go. Stand up for me, everybody. Let's come on, stand up. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching. Sonny le mattina, sonny le mattina. Just without here, saints. Just without. You've lost your part. She all ran up to the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a thing in your life? Everybody over the saints. Oh, when the saints, march with me, go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, how I long to be in that number. Oh, when the saints go. Can you please do it with your hands in the air? Oh, when the saints. I'm going to take a selfie. Are you ready? Oh, I have to go back. Oh, how I long to be in that number. Oh, when the saints. Big voices. Oh, when the saints go. What are you doing? Your own actions. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, how I long to be in that number. Big finish. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Well done. Great work. Thank you so much. Thanks for being the best audience that I've had in the last 5 minutes. Here in Wagga Wagga, I'm going to be back next year to do a fun, free sing-along with everybody the night after I do my From Stage to Screen show. So I can't wait to have lots more fun with you. That was also the best way for me to get a standing ovation. So I'm very, very grateful for you for you doing that. Please put your hands together for Peter also as well. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New... Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Now bring us some figgy pudding, now bring us some figgy pudding, now bring us some figgy pudding, and bring some... Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy... We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. Now bring some right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New... Big finish. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everybody. See you in 2023. Thank you, Peter.
Wow, what a talented audience we have here tonight. I even saw Joel in the corner here tapping away. It's fantastic. Thank you, Jonathan, for your wonderful performance and a taste of great experiences to come with our celebrations of turning 60 2023. Before I move on to what I know everyone's willing and excited to do in looking at how we're going to book our tickets for all those great initiatives and performances that are coming our way next year, I just want to take an opportunity while I have the mic to call upon Carissa Campbell to come back out on the stage next to me. If Carissa can come forward, please. We've got, here's Carissa, yes. Come this way, Carissa. Carissa doesn't know I'm doing this, but I'm taking the opportunity for the reasons that Carissa is actually finishing up with us with the Civic Theatre in a couple of weeks. Going on for greater career paths as well, but I want to take the opportunity to really thank Carissa for her 9 years of service here. Chris has been instrumental in transforming our seasons programs here over the years, as well as what's not always recognised and relayed out widely, but there is a very valued developmental program that Carissa has nurtured and strengthened over the years. It reaches deep into our community, into the schools with our young people, and then it's realised back on stage here with community performances. So it's much more than just, booking shows. There's a heap of creative work and development that goes on in this space, and that's a real tribute to you, Carissa. So thank you. Thank you for the 9 years. It's really appreciated, the leadership of the team. And in appreciation of that, we've got some bright, lovely flowers, because as you would see, Carissa always greets with a smile and brightness. So thank you from all of us, and a final applause. Thank you, Carissa. Thanks. Now, what we've been waiting for, I'd like to invite Monique Birkinshaw, who is our box office and theatre assistant, to let you know how to book this year. Thank you, Monique.
Thank you. Wow, it's so lovely to share this night with everyone here, and we welcome you to celebrate with us for the anticipation of our 60th anniversary and of 2023 being the best season yet. Traditionally, celebrating a 60th anniversary has been marked by the Diamond Jubilee, a symbolic occasion. If you've never been a theatre subscriber and you think it's not for you, then this is the year to rethink things. Even the most hesitant of theatre goers will have something to get excited about. Theatre is one of those aspects of life that stays with you forever. For me, it always brings me back to time with my mother. She loved the theatre, the endless possibilities, the anticipation, and the adventure. She would always say that theatre is a place where the air crackles with imagination. Indeed, my love of theatre came from her, from visiting the Civic Theatre as a child and watching in awe as the stage became alive with characters and moments completely outside of my reality. It is a gift I've now shared with my little girl, the gift of theatre and all its potential. With so many incredible kids' shows in our season, we invite you to bring the little people in your lives to the theatre. I know the question is, why should I subscribe? There are so many subscriptions nowadays. Stan, Netflix, Baker's Delight. So what's so special? Firstly, Civic Theatre subscribers are naturally better looking. Okay, so that has absolutely nothing to do with it. But it costs absolutely nothing, and you get a whole heap of benefits. All you have to do is book 4 shows and fill out your subscriber form. That's it. Subscribers have access to an exclusive pre-sale period for season shows, so you can lock in your seats before the general public, book now and pay later, discounted tickets to both season and other selected shows, first access to special events, and flexibility to reschedule tickets when life just happens. For the first time, kids and family shows will now be included in our subscriber season. So if you don't see yourself as a traditional theatre goer, you now have the choice of more to fill your subscription quota. Subscriptions will open as soon as we leave the auditorium tonight. And this year, you will have 2 weeks of exclusive access to tickets before the general public. This means that the only way to get tickets to these season shows is to take up a subscription. So as a subscriber, you won't miss out on the hottest shows and you won't miss out on your favourite seats. If you're anything like past Monique, you end up leaving it to the last minute, stuck in the back row and wishing you had your favourite seat so you could see just exactly how Cosentino appeared out of thin air. So please act quickly. You have until the 12th of December, and forms are processed in the order that we received them. And besides, we have made it super easy and super fun to quell even the most habitual of procrastinators. Bubbles, Nibbles, a whole heap of pens, and our box office angels to help you get it done. There is an option on the form to choose the delivery of your tickets, but don't be too alarmed if you find them in the mail too. Think of it as a love letter from the theatre. You'll get a booklet in your gift bag tonight and also one in the mail. We would love for you to share it with someone you know or even someone you don't. You will also receive a small and special gift from us when you subscribe. Our very first subscriber badges that we encourage you to wear to the theatre with pride each time you visit us. So come along, bring your family and your friends and celebrate at the Civic Theatre in 2023, a place where magic resides and imagination crackles. Thank you.
Thank you, Monique. And whilst that concludes our formal proceedings, we do invite you to join us in the upper and lower foyers for some light refreshments and, of course, to book your season 2023 tickets. But just before you move, we will also have a little takeout here where we're going to invite Meredith Adams, Peter Casey and Jamie Way as a preview the 60th celebrations. Please welcome our three, Meredith Adams, Peter Casey and Jamie Way, to the stage.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, what a good looking audience. G'day, hi. Back in 2020, we performed on this very stage in a cabaret that was, of course, entitled You're Welcome.
And part of that show, we each performed a great song from the year we were born.
So tonight we thought it might be fitting to do a great song from the year the Civic Theatre was born. That's 1963.
But as it turns out, 1963 has way too many good songs.
Way too many.
Just
dozens. I mean, there's enough to make a medley.
Nobody knows where my Johnny has gone, but Judy left at the same time. Why was he holding her hand when he's supposed to be mine? It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your.
Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here I am at Camp Granada. Camp is very entertaining, and they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining.
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody be surfing like California, yeah. You'd see them wearing their baggies, Warachi sandals too, a bushy, bushy blonde hairdo, surfing USA. You'd see him surfing at Del Mar, Ventura County line, Santa Cruz and Trestles, Australia's Narrabee, all over Manhattan and down Doheny Way. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire.
I gave a letter to the postman. He put it in his sack. Bright and early next morning, he brought my letter back. She wrote upon it, return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. We had a quarrel, a lover's spat. I write, I'm sorry, but my letter keeps coming back.
Blame it on the bossa nova with its magic spell. Blame it on the bossa nova that he did so well. Oh, it all began with just one little dance, but soon it ended up a big romance. Blame it on the bossa nova, the dance of love.
Oh, how you tried to cut me down to size, telling all those lies to my friends. But my own father said, give her up, don't bother. The world isn't coming to an end. He said,
walk like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man, my son. No woman's worth crawling on the earth,
so walk like a man, my son.
How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the...
Judy and Johnny just walked through the door.
Walks through the door
like a queen with her king. Oh, what a birthday surprise. Judy's wearing his ring. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to.
You would cry too if it happened to. You would cry too if it happened to. You would cry too if it happened to you.